I can reliably predict the next steps of the playbook that's going to happen here, so I'm going to lay them out for you and you will watch them happen over the coming months and years. And maybe you want to check back in here with me in a while and let me know which ones of them I got right. For context, some members of the Sydney Swans football team are being questioned by police about an event relating to an allegation of sexual assault. And as usual, whenever our male heroes are suggested to be anything other than perfect angels, the misogyny machine of society starts cranking up to full steam. The first step is to minimise the harm at the very start, so we saw the team referring to this as an incident while the police were already explicitly using the term sexual assault. Next, you have to drum up sympathy for the players themselves and express your concern about how this is going to affect the championships, rather than having any concern whatsoever for how this has and will affect the alleged victim. Next, you have to use passive language like a woman was sexually assaulted rather than a man sexually assaulted a woman, or in this case, that the players found themselves in a situation as though crimes are committed by ghosts. Next, you have to leverage a generally misogynistic media landscape to begin a smear campaign of the alleged victim. You're going to want to mine personal and private details of her life and drum up past sexual experiences in order to discredit her, even though a woman's sexual history bears absolutely no relevance to her credibility as a sexual assault victim. Next, you're going to make sure people start describing the incident as regretted sex, as though the victim simply determined after the fact that it was rape just because she didn't enjoy it. Side note, if women determined that it was assault every time that we had disappointing sex with men, then every single straight man on the planet would have an allegation against him. And next, in our analysis of the event, we have to completely ignore the power dynamic at play. So we ignore the power and privilege gap between a woman and an elite sportsman who has things like the social currency of being popular, the actual currency of a high salary, and of course the social gendered power advantage of being a man. Instead, we behave as though, for example, drunk young women have all the power to consent or walk away. And finally, the alleged perpetrators are going to get off scot-free. Almost certainly because of some technical miscarriage of justice, such as an accidental interaction between a juror and a lawyer, or that evidence just goes missing. Once again ensuring that no justice is ever served to the women victims of assault. Did I miss anything?